All right. Again, a polygon has 3 or more sides. It is made up of straight lines and closed. Is my first one a polygon? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. What shape is this?
Stop sign.
It is a stop sign which has 8 sides, which is an octagon. What about the second one? What did y'all put? Yes, it's a polygon. It is a trapezoid. It has more than 3 sides, straight lines, closed. What about the third one? Why not? So honestly, what if I were to close it right here? Would it be a polygon?
Oh,
This one wouldn't be a polygon regardless if it was closed because they cross right there. It just doesn't work out. It's weird. Yeah. What about this like weird Z looking thing? Not. Okay. Are we all okay with those answers? What about, what shape is this? It's a cylinder. Is it a polygon? No, this is not. Yep. And it has curves, no straight lines. What about this weird looking? Yes, this is a polygon.
What kind of shape is that?
What kind of shape is that? Well, based on it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. It's an octagon. We're going to talk about what kind of octagon it is in just a little bit. But it has 8 sides. It's an octagon. It's weird, for sure. But it has more than 3 sides. It's closed. They're all straight lines. What about this? An arrow or chevron, depending on what you want to call it. That's a polygon. And what about my heart? Why not? It curves, so it's not. Are we all okay with this front page? Next, we're going to talk about something called concave and convex. These are 2 types of polygons. A convex polygon is what you have always had in your, like what we've always done in math. It's a polygon where all the interior angles are less than 180. Because of that, if I were to put a point on all the vertices, do you agree they all point out?
Yes.
Yeah. That is a convex polygon. A triangle, a square, a rectangle, a rhombus. Pretty much your basic shapes that you have learned in math are all octagon, hexagon, pentagon. Those are all convex polygons. Concave, what does cave mean? When it goes in. Concave is when your polygon caves inside. So this is what happens is, if y'all look up, please, this creates more than a 180-degree angle. So I want you, if it's a polygon, to figure out if it's concave or convex. You want to ask yourself, does it cave in? Look at my first picture. Does this polygon cave in? So then it is convex. Can everybody write convex inside? We're on the same side we were on earlier. What about this trapezoid? Does it cave in? So it is convex. My next 3 are not polygons, so they can't be concave or convex. We're going to ignore them. What about that weird shape we were talking about? Does it cave in? It actually caves in twice. So this is a concave. If you can draw an arrow to point into that vertex, it's concave. So this is a concave octagon. What about this arrow looking one?
Yes.
Where?
The bottom.
The bottom, I can draw that arrow in. This is concave. If one of the points is inside the shape, it is concave. I would now like you to turn your paper over. Everything on the back is a polygon. I want you in the blank to write concave or convex. Go. In the back, I want you to write on the blank, concave or convex. All of these are polygons. If you're writing concave, you should be able to have an arrow on the picture somewhere that shows where it's caving in. What is a star? A star is concave. What about the trapezoid? We already did that one. Convex. What about this one? Convex. Nowhere does it cave in. It is convex. We already did this one as well. What is this? Concave. What about this quadrilateral right here? It has 4 sides. Does it cave in at all? No, so it's convex. This cross, red cross looking thing, does it cave in? Yeah, how many times? 4 times, so it's definitely concave. The arrow has been the most missed question today.
Vex.
Why? Does it cave in anywhere?
No.
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. It does.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can you draw an arrow there? Yes.
Side.
It is concave. Does that make sense? Why? A lot of people have missed this today. Does it make sense how it's caving in? Okay. It is still caving in, even though you're like, but it's a right turn. It's still caving in. All right, last one. What's this? Convex. Do I have any questions about this? Could you get these questions right?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it like this. Everybody look up. I would now like you to fold this over right here to make a flap. And we are going to put glue on this flap right here. Not right now, but in a little bit, we're going to put glue right here so that when we glue it into our notebook, you can see both sides. So again, on the back, fold over the flap, right, glue so you know where you want to glue it. And then when you are done writing that, I want you to get the other paper you grabbed when you walked in.
You don't say go. You go.
I wrote glue. I wrote glue.
I think the joke is over, bro. Joe.
All right, grab the other paper you grabbed when you walked in. Now, boys, can you please at the top write classifying triangles? What does classify mean?
To identify.
To identify, to sort, to name, right? So nothing that we do today should be new. You learned this in middle school. However, we don't all remember everything from middle school. So some of this we might need a reminder. Today we're going to classify triangles by 2 things. The first way you can classify is by angles. You have an acute triangle. What does an acute triangle have? All angles are less than 90 degrees. Can y'all write underneath that? All 3 angles must be less than 90 for it to be acute. I'm working my way down the paper now. What about to be a right triangle? All of them need to be 90? One needs to be a right angle. What is a right angle? A 90-degree angle. What did I just do? One needs to be a right angle, a 90-degree angle. All right. What about can you have two 90-degree angles?
Yeah.
No.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, if you have one.
No.
Yes.
No, because then it's
Yes.
that'll be like
Because
a
that's not a
square.
triangle.
Think about it.
That'll be a
Do y'all agree that's a right angle? If I make an L with my hand and I have another right angle and I put them together, can I turn that into a triangle if those are right angles? No, you can't. Hey, what else do we know about the inside of a triangle? Shh. What else do we know about the inside of a triangle?
Miss,
Should we the same?
All angles add up to, I'm just trying to see if you're, all angles add up to 180 in a triangle. What is 90 plus 90?
180.
So would you have a third angle if that? It wouldn't work. It doesn't work. So only one angle is going to be right. What about obtuse?
It's gonna be 1.
It has to be, you have to have one obtuse angle, which is more than 90 degrees. One obtuse angle, which is more than 90 degrees. Can you have two obtuse angles?
No.
Why not?
Because it'll be too much.
What if you have 100 and 130?
No.
What's 100 plus 100
200.
plus 30? Can your triangle add up to 230? What does your triangle have to add up to? 180. Because of that, you can only have one obtuse angle. Do you agree all of that is not new to you? Y'all have learned that before. This next one might be new to you. Might not be. Can everybody say equiangular? It's kind of weird. Equiangular. What does equiangular mean? All three angles are equal. Equiangular means all three angles are equal. Does it have to be a specific number?
Yes.
No.
Oh, like yeah.
Can I have 50, 50, and 50?
Yeah.
No, because
No.
yes.
No.
What is 50 plus 50 plus 50? Can your triangle equal 150 degrees?
No.
Can't be 50.
Equal up to 180.
So what does it have to be to equal up to 180? What is 180 divided by my three angles? It has to be 60, 60, and 60.
You didn't tell me jack squash nothing.
So you know what I always tell my kids? I always tell my students, have you ever heard of the Illuminati?
I did give you candy yesterday.
What you did? I did see Taiwan. What is the symbol for Illuminati?
A triangle.
Why?
Because everyone's equal.
What is each angle?
60.
Oh.
That's why. I said, what's the symbol for Illuminati?
A triangle?
And do you know what the number for Illuminati that they,
666.
why do you think they chose that? Because of geometry.
Wait, so that's
Because what? That's why, in my opinion, that's why it's all connected. It's all connected. An equiangular triangle is also an equilateral triangle. They are the same. So if all three angles are the same, all three sides are going to be the same. So if all three sides are the same, what are my angles going to be?
60.
Always. Can it be 100, 100, and 100? No. It has to be 60. So an equilateral triangle, have y'all heard that word before?
Yes,
I-
ma'am.
An equilateral triangle means what? All three sides are the equal. Equilateral is sides, equiangular is angles. So now we're going to talk all about the sides. What about an isosceles triangle? What does isosceles mean?
That's 3.
Two sides are the same length. Equilateral is three sides the same. Isosceles is two sides are the same. What about scalene? Have y'all heard that word scalene before? Can everybody say scalene? What does scalene mean? Zero sides are the same. Or all of them are different. None of them match. And I don't know why it's faded, but can y'all just like darken the tick marks? This side has 1 tick mark. This side is 2. That side is 3. Do any of the sides have the same number of tick marks? So none of them are the same. You might have 1 or 2 words on here, hopefully only 1 or 2, that might be new to you. Maybe none of them are new. Maybe you knew them all. Maybe, hopefully not 4 of them are new. Maybe 1 or 2. What you are now going to be expected to do is to look at a triangle and determine what type of triangle it is. Can I change this?
Yeah.
So look at number 1. Test question. How can you classify by angles a triangle that has the angle measures 35, 92, and 53?
That would be.
Is it right?
No.
Why not?
Because right equals up to like 90.
Yeah, none of them are 90. Is it a straight angle?
Maybe.
No.
It says triangle.
It would be 180.
It literally says triangle.
Okay, it literally says triangle. A straight angle is how much?
180.
Do y'all agree these add up to 180? But a straight angle means one of them is 180. Is one of them 180? No. An acute.
No.
Why not?
Because one of them is above 90.
In order to be acute, you have to have all of them acute. This one, 92 is above 90, so what does that make this? Obtuse. Now, we could actually classify this by sides just by those numbers. Are any of my numbers the same?
No.
So are any of my sides going to be the same? So what type of triangle is this by sides? This is a scalene triangle. So I can give you angles and you can still figure out by sides. All right, we're going to do the last 3 and then we're done for today. What type of triangle is this by angles? Look at number 1 only. Why is it acute?
All of them are less.
They're all less than 90. So this is an acute. Look at my sides. Are any of my sides on the outside the same? So what does that make this?
Scaling.
So this is an acute scalene triangle. I want you to do number 2 and 3. Go. You do numbers 2 and 3.
Are you there, Adam? Are you for this one? Yeah.
In the locker room, they were fighting over winning Mr. Feasty bars.
Oh, it is.
In the locker room.
Number 2 and 3. Write it down. Let's go.
Let's try it.
It's just long. It's almost like the brain. That's like a piece on it. Bro, your chick was trying to go home doing what you did. Don't feel about the break again.
Yeah, good.
Bro, like, why would they have him on the back? If I wrote it, you'd find it.
Number 2. What do you notice?
It's a right triangle. You won't let him sit.
It has a right triangle. All right, I'm talking now. It has a right triangle, so please write right. What do you notice about my sides on the outside?
Two of them are the same.
2 of them are the same. If they have 2 sides the same, that is isosceles. A right isosceles triangle. That word is very difficult for me to spell. I don't know why. My next one. Look at the angles inside. What do you see? I see 110. Obtuse. Underline that so you know why. Look at
One of them is more than 90.
More than 90. Good. And what do you see on the outside?
2 are the same.
2 of them are the same, so it is an isosceles triangle. All right, y'all stop.
so nonchalant.
You have 2 things to do right now. No, 3 things to do. Number 1, hey, did y'all notice how on the last quiz I asked you a question based on your notebook? And if you didn't have things glued in, you're a little confused?
Miss, what did you just say? I didn't hear a word you said.
On the last quiz, did you notice how I had a question about your notebook on the quiz? And if you didn't have something glued in, you were a little confused.
Like the page 19.
Yeah, like page 19, what's number 9? That is going to happen on all the quizzes going forward. I need you to glue in. So, what I would like you to do now is, please, on your table of contents, write page 21 and 22 and glue the polygons on 21, classifying triangles on 22.
Miss,
Glue polygons on 21, classifying triangles on 22. You're gluing in 2 papers today.
I see a number. But I need the papers.
Yeah.
Sure.
In just a minute. After you do that, look up, please. You are going to go to Schoology. And, I'm exposing all these kids' grades. You are going to go to Schoology. We are now in Unit 4. There is an assignment for you to do in Unit 4. Those are the 2 things you are doing, gluing and then going to do the Schoology assignment. Good.